Hi, this is Ron from POCculture.com.
Right.
Thank you all for taking time to chat with me.
Yeah, thank
Hi,
you.
thank you. Nice background. Yeah, love it.
I appreciate it. Have to pay homage to the series, which I really enjoyed. Brian, I'd like to start with you. Two of your episodes that you directed have a new character, which is voiced by Quinta Brunson,
Yes.
and I'm a huge fan. Could you talk a little bit about the character of Ivy, how she was developed, and what made Quinta the right person to voice her?
Oh yeah. So that was we had gone through lots of ideas before we landed on the road trip, but there was always, even in very completely different versions of this, there was always a monster truck named Ivy that just stuck with us, and we definitely knew we wanted to bring. Once we landed on this particular idea for a series, it was a wonderful idea to bring this character in. What I love about the character is she's thought of as Bigfoot, as the monster out in the woods, misunderstood, the recluse. And then once we meet her, she's just a person. She's just a normal person with fears and joys and talents. And we get to fall in love with her, and we get to watch that change. And then she keeps popping up. So I thought of it, and Quinta was such a joy to work with. She's, her style of comedy, the way she delivers lines. We even put her through the ringer and made her sing. So it was a total delight for us all around.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that part of it, and the character. Speaking of the road trip, Steve, you piqued all of our interest at the press conference when you said at first there were twice as many stops that you all came up with. Was there one or two that you, or that any of you, but starting with Steve, would have wanted to do that couldn't make it?
There were none that we wanted to do any more than the ones that we have. So I thought we got to do a really nice range of places that are really different from each other and just kind of totally expand this world. So I'm really satisfied with what we got to do. The other ones are sort of waiting in the wings. Maybe someday we'll get to do some of them. That would be great, but I won't reveal them yet in case we get to do them.
That's fair. We need a season two. Bobby, you've talked about how important music is to the franchise, and Trucks was so amazing. Were there any other like musical films or performance inspirations for that episode?
I mean, a lot of the musical inspiration, like I have a fairly wide eclectic musical taste. I like a lot of stuff, and I like a lot of pop music. Things that just you can't help but kind of moving around, as you're listening to it. And then things, music that has a good hook, right? A good hook that you get and you can kind of sing along to. So when we were writing it and coming up with like it's a truck thing, that was it. Like we're like, this is the one. I think this will stick. I think this is the one that hopefully can be sung ad nauseum in households across the country, world,
Indeed.
across the world.
And Marc, you talked about how you had to be a lot more efficient in creating this. What were some of the ways that you were able to make this great series in such a tight time frame?
We just gave them less time. Actually, I was thinking about when we first kind of created a schedule for like an individual episode, and I saw that, wow, it works out to like 5 weeks in animation per episode. And it feels like that's impossible, there's no way that you're going to actually be able to start an episode and animate the entire episode in about 5 weeks. And but that's actually what happened in a lot of cases. And so, the team is just efficient, and these guys brought a lot of, clarity to what they wanted to get out of every shot.
Well, impressive accomplishment. Congratulations to you all, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.